In conclusion, I would like to confirm that the drug-induced tirade of Erica Keynes is indeed the reason she's no longer with the Cutting Edge or with WRCW, a station that prides itself on a drug-free environment. When we announced that Erica was no longer going to be with the station, we cited creative differences in respect for her privacy.
Respect.
However, our former star went public in a very unforgettable way. So as general station manager for WRCW, I speak for all of us when I say that Erica Keynes should seek the help that she desperately needs.
Excuse me, Liza. Excuse me. As the owner and CEO of WRCW, I speak for all of us. Erica, we wish you a speedy recovery. Thank you.
So where is Erica?
She left. She left.
What do you mean she left? What, you let her go?
That door. Why didn't you stop her?
I tried.
Yeah, he told her to go into rehab.
She refused.
Are you kidding me? She was high as a kite when she left here. I can't believe, you know, if Jack doesn't find her, she could run someone over or plow into a tree.
No. I took her car keys. Wherever she is, she's not driving.
Mother. All turned on me. All of them against me. Dimitri, and Opal, even Dr. Kinder. Everyone, Mother, everyone who said that they would always be there for me. They left me. And I'm alone now. I have nothing.
Who authorized you to speak to the station?
I am the general manager, Adam.
That gives you carte blanche to trample Erica's privacy rights? It does not.
I didn't say anything she hadn't revealed herself.
You confirm she's a druggie.
Adam, the Empress is wearing no clothes.
There was no need for you to announce that. To sell a friend down the river in front of the press.
Adam, I beg to differ with you. The spokesperson takes their orders from me. It is my call. From a legal standpoint, to protect the station, honesty is the best policy.
I called you Erica your friend. My mistake.
She's an addict. Her brain is screwed up from painkillers. You know what happens to addicts, Adam? According to Narcotics Anonymous, they end up in one of three places. Jails, institutions, and funeral homes.
Addiction is an illness.
Oh, fine. Then you get a rehab center, and you make sure she gets well. But you want to know something? Addicts have to help themselves. Until then, they are going to lie, and they're going to cheat, and they're going to steal from their own grandmothers to get a fix. I did you a favor. You should be saying thank you.
At least we're live in 5, 4, 3.
This is Elise Flynn, live in Pine Valley, where Erica Kane, supermodel and former talk show host, has just suffered what appears to be a complete breakdown of some sort.
Well, she over-medicated herself. She needs help. She needs help.
This is all you're doing, Kinder. You know that? You got her hooked on drugs. Why didn't you give her a gun? Just tell her to kill herself. I admit I gave her credit for self-restraint she doesn't have.
That's an understatement.
I cared very deeply, so I trusted her. I take responsibility.
Well, she's gone. There's not a trace of her.
You checked the parking lot?
Yeah, her car's still there, but she's nowhere to be found.
Oh, that poor baby. She's all alone out there in the cold.
You know, I heard you tell her that you were going to help her. This is how you help her? Letting her leave here in that state of mind?
No, as I said, she has to ask for help on her own. Oh. If we chase after her every time she does something like this, we encourage her. We let her think she can get away without confronting the problem.
Yes, classic enablement, but it took you a while to notice this, now didn't it, Don?
I didn't realize the seriousness of the situation.
Tell you what, why don't we fan out, see if she's anywhere around her?
Jack, much as I hate to agree with Dr. Kinder, I think he's right. Erica has got to realize she's sick. She has got to look for help on her own. She has got to acknowledge the problem.
What problem does Erica have?
She is an addict, Jack. She's an addict. Drugs rule her life. Now, listen, I suggest that we all go home and you do what I plan to do. I'm going to pray that Erica realizes she needs a lot of help, very badly and very quickly. Amen.
How did this happen? Oh, the pain was so bad. I just wanted to be well again. I just wanted to get my energy back. To be myself. I didn't know it would be like this. I didn't know that I would need them so much. I tried to hide it for a long time. I did.
The chemicals control you, and he controls the chemicals. Erica, you're addicted. You can't make it through a day without pills or
Chemical
a fix.
dependency can happen to anyone. Even the indomitable Erica Kane.
You hear what you want to hear. You support him because he supports
Not
you.
too long ago, you was in the hospital.
He could murder
Yeah,
someone.
you fell off some kind of platform or something. You was like in agony 24/7. I know, I saw.
Dozens of patients with
You get your
spinal
busy
injuries,
self
not
about the
one
bag, Mr. Rose, put your
tolerated
face all over
several
national
right
TV,
here
but...
soon after
At best, your behavior in the last 6 months has been erratic.
Okay, huh?
At worst, it's been self-destructive and wildly unprofessional.
The letter said you were dressed like a street.
That's what the drugs have
A
done to you.
complete
What do you think?
drug
You got a
withdrawal.
atomic shield or what? You try to buy it after you're going to get beat up again, lady.
I think of Mona. Your mother would want you to get better. You can't do it by yourself. You've got to have help.
Destroyed your marriage, your career. What next? Would you look at you?
You're willing to walk away from our marriage. Doesn't that prove that you're addicted?
This is a matter of life and death. You can't continue taking the pills. You either detox now, or you die.
No!
Sweeping denunciation of Pine Valley and many of its most prominent citizens. Erica Kane tonight implied hanky-panky between Liza Colby, blonde station manager of WRCW-TV, and handsome producer talk show host Tad Martin, and blamed her estranged husband for
causing the accident that has resulted in her addiction to prescription painkillers. Her emotional diatribe left her audience of hospital supporters and media bigwigs stunned and saddened as a public icon crumbled before our eyes. The unconfirmed rumor is Miss Kane has been hooked on drugs since she fell from a scaffold last year during a charity telethon.
Turn it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, live, we have Erica's soon-to-be ex-husband, Dimitri Merrick.
I said turn off the
Mr.
camera.
Merrick, we are live.
You turn it off, or I'll kick you out of here right now.
Give us your side of the story.
Get this trash right off the air.
Don't you dare turn that off. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not exaggerating when I say Erica's estranged husband is a wild...
Oh, help me. Help me, Mother. Please help me. Please help me. Please. Tell me how. Oh, I can't forget all the things that people say to me that hurt me so much. I am so hurt. Everything hurts. Oh, I know what I need. I need... It's okay. It's all right, Princess. You're fine. You'll be fine. You'll be just fine. I'll take these and I'll forget the pain. See? Mother, this is what I do. I just take these and then I'm strong for a while. And then later, I know you disappointed. I know it. You deserve better. And you tried to teach me how to be strong. But I'm not. I'm weak. And I need these. I wish I did. But I do.
You interrupted a live broadcast.
You broke my camera.
No need to overreact, Elise.
I'll sue you.
Great. Just get out. Take your trash with you.
My lawyer will be in touch.
Fine, I can't wait.
What's going on? Is Erica okay?
Well, she left. She was in...
That vulture. I had to stop her.
It's okay, bro. We understand.
You know, and you're part of the blame for this circus.
Me?
Yes, you. You were the first to jump in to capitalize on the situation. You're as bad as Elise Flynn.
I'm sorry that your wife had a breakdown.
You're sorry? You're sorry? You know what you're sorry for? That you didn't catch it live on the cutting edge. You know, your heart's as small as this man's brain.
Excuse me.
You hired her, didn't you?
Just for the record, I inherited her. Excuse us. Go home.
I beg your
That's
pardon.
an order. You've done enough damage for one night. Where's your coat?
Adam?
Say good night, Liza.
Yeah, sure, that's right. Close the barn door after the horse is out.
You ever notice you have a terrible habit of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time? Don't mind Erica. She was wasted. A paranoid harangue about Tad and me. It was very pathetic.
Well, I noticed you didn't go running up to the podium to deny it. But why should you? You love stirring up trouble. Good night, Adam.
Good night.
You get yours.
What can I say? I lost it, all right?
Bro, listen, we'll see you back at the house.
Right, yeah.
Drive carefully.
Good night.
Oh, boy. What a night.
One thing we can say about tonight, out of this whole mess, Erica's problem is out in the open.
Finally.
You know you had her nailed from the start?
Oh, honey, you should have seen her tonight. I walked into the ladies' room, and she had spilled her pills all over the floor, and she was down on her knees, scraping them up, and it was really sad. It was horrible. She was so desperate.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. And I'm just sorry for her, and I wish there was something we could do, but there's nothing. What can we do?
Pray.
I do that all the time.
Phoebe, it's Adam. Can I speak to Brooke, please? They went to Mount Evangeline. Haven't they heard about the roads? The drifts are 12 feet deep, I heard. When did they leave? With Pierce? And Janet? What do you mean you don't know? Did Janet go with them or not? It's not a difficult question. Thank you for your cooperation.
Janet, I'm sorry I called you.
I only wanted to tell Amanda that I love her.
I know. And they should have let you, but I shouldn't have called. I mean, the crisis is over. She's fine. And if I had just waited, then you wouldn't be in all this trouble.
I'm glad you didn't wait. I don't care how much trouble I'm in. I just had to make sure Amanda was safe. You're one of the few people who understands how I feel. Maybe the only person.
And Pierce. Other people are starting to come around, too, you know? Miss Fargate and even Brooke.
I have been calling all over town looking for you. We have to talk.
Hi, Mr. Chandler.
Alone.
Go on, I'll be okay.
Are you sure?
I can take care of myself. Laura, thanks for everything.
I love you.
Bye, sweetie.
Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.
devil are Brooke and Pierce?
Oh, probably halfway to Mount Evangeline by now, I'd say, unless they're already there, sipping brandy in front of a fire.
Why didn't you go with them?
My daughter's sick. She needed me.
You let them go up there alone?
I tried to stop them.
Why didn't you throw yourself in front of the car?
Do I look happy, Adam? I'm not.
Damn.
Myrtle. Oh, thank God you're here.
Come here, freezing. I've got some tea right over here.
No, I don't want tea.
I'll get you a blanket. What happened to you, darling?
I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. Yes, I do. I know that you were right, Myrtle. All of you. I am an addict. And I need help.
You, Brooke and Pierce are on their way to a romantic ski resort all by themselves.
The situation was out of my control, Adam.
You're such a waste.
I tried.
You didn't try hard enough.
I told Pierce that Laura was having a crisis and I had to take care of her.
Laura? What, an outbreak of acne? How gripping.
Pierce cares for Laura very deeply. Why am I explaining myself to you?
Because I asked.
Okay, I'll give you the straight stuff, Chandler. The reason I'm not chaperoning Pierce and Brooke is that my baby girl is hospitalized.
Oh, you and your little baby girl. Amanda doesn't even know you exist.
It doesn't matter.
That's really pathetic. Using that little girl as an excuse, you were afraid to go up there. That's what it is. You were afraid you'd turn into the third wheel.
You are so wrong.
The humiliation finally got to you, didn't it, Jack? You were good enough to sleep with until the hermits saw what civilization had to offer.
Pierce would never treat me like that.
Oh, really? Where is he?
There's a breakfast reception that couldn't be postponed. They had to leave for Mount Evangeline tonight.
Oh, you're in such denial. Pierce is not Picasso. The Lodge is not the Louvre.
Brooke and Pierce made a commitment. It just couldn't wait.
They just couldn't wait to be alone together. Wake up, Janet. It's not with champagne.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm going to Mount Evangeline.
How are you going to explain your sudden appearance? Love of art?
Love of Brooke.
Oh, honest and true.
Exactly.
And you think that's going to win the day?
Yes, I do.
What if it ticks Brooke off? What if it makes her do exactly what you're afraid of, Adam? Go ahead, fly up there. Push her into Pierce's arms.
Janet.
Dr. Martin, is Amanda okay?
Amanda's fine. Look, I have received more complaints about your being here. I must ask you to leave.
Leave?
Now.
What are we doing here? Well, you're finishing your cell at Pierce's building to the dessert course.
Adam, just can't you leave it alone?
No.
What are you going to do, stick the police on them?
Okay, J.D., get the jet ready. We're going to Mount Evangeline. No. In an hour, then. In 2 hours. Damn.
What's wrong?
It's a winter storm. Mount Evangeline is socked in. How fortunate for Pierce.
And Brooke? You stop? Brooke and Pierce aren't going to do anything. There's nothing to worry about.
Either you are from another planet, or you know Pierce very well.
We know each other very well. We trust each other. We're completely honest.
So you and Pierce have no secrets from each other?
No. Not a word.
I envy you, Janet. Having a completely honest relationship with someone.
Well, it's not so tough. We have respect for each other.
I always felt you should hold a little bit back. Mystery makes life more interesting.
Mystery, huh? You mean like lies and subterfuge? No wonder you've had so many marriages, Adam.
So you know everything about Pierce?
Pretty much everything.
Phoebe told me about his stay in the hospital. What was that all about?
You know, Adam, you're really contemptible. You think it matters that Pierce spent some time in the psychiatric ward? Give it up.
Pierce was in a psychiatric?
Dig up all the dirt you can of Pierce Riley and pipe it back to me unfiltered.
Winifred told me I could find you here.
I'm having a meeting.
Had you talked to Brooke?
No. Now go away.
No.
We'll talk later.
No, we're going to talk now, Adam.
Living with that prehensile hunk hasn't improved your manners any. I'll get started on that research. Stat, and keep me posted.
I'll be in touch, Mr. Chandler.
By all means, have a seat.
I called the Fireside Lodge at Mount Evangeline.
Is Pierce wowing the art crowd up there with his prehistoric art forms?
Brooke and Pierce never checked in.
What do you mean?
They never got there.
Oh, God. This was raced over. Brooke could be lying by the side of the road somewhere. Brooke could be dead. Dear God, why did I ever let her go?
They would have heard something by now.
Not if their bodies haven't been discovered yet.
Pierce is trained in survival skills.
Hang Pierce. It's Brooke I'm worried about.
Yeah, but they could have pulled off the road if it got too slippery. They just would have pulled off for the night.
Promptly frozen to death.
There are ways of keeping warm, Adam.
Well, I can't just sit here imagining the worst. I'm going out. I'm going to find him.
Wait, I'm going to go with...
How soon can we land? Damn weather's not my problem. Just get us down in one piece.
Here I am, flying to friendly skies with Adam Chandler, the passenger from hell.
Brooke and your cabin boy may be lying in a snowdrift dead. And you joke.
I don't think they're dead, Adam. I think we'd know about it somehow if they were.
Oh, really? When did psychic become part of your resume?
Pierce has been through too much to let a little bad weather destroy him.
Yes, you did mention he was in a psychiatric hospital. VA?
I have no idea.
Stateside or overseas? How long has he... What's wrong with him?
It's me.
You live with a man and you don't know his psychosis?
Okay, Adam, when it's a full moon, he turns into a wolf and he howls. What difference does it make?
You may wake up some night with his hands around your throat.
Adam, he can't be nearly as dangerous as you are.
This isn't a contest. It's a matter of life and death. Brooke is stranded in the wilderness with a lunatic.
Well, after living with you, she should feel right at home.
So, you admit he's deranged?
No, not at all. Pierce is the sanest, most well-balanced person I've ever known.
It's like the Titanic endorsing the Hindenburg.
And people go to psychiatrists for all kinds of reasons. All the time. Why did I come along in this joyride anyway?
There's a parachute in the hold. Be my guest.
So we're just going to drop in on Pierce and Brooke unexpectedly. That's the strategy, huh? We'll come off like a couple of jealous fools.
The thought of Brooke being ravaged by Pierce doesn't make you jealous?
Brooke and Pierce are just friends.
No? When was the last time he painted you on natural? Nude with crowbar.
This is your fault, you know. You're the one that hired him.
My lady, I think you do protest too much. But just for the record, let's pretend you're right. Let's just say that Brooke and Pierce are down there, safe and sound, playing parcheesi until the snow lifts. Why did you insist on coming along with me? False alarm? No harm done. I'll tell the pilot to turn around. We'll go home and leave Pierce and Brooke to continue doing whatever it is they're doing, unchaperoned and unhindered. Do we want me to request a change in flight plan or not? Adam Chandler.
Mr. C, this is Logan from Mount Evangeline. Your secretary told me how to get in touch with you.
Logan, what's the weather like down there?
Oh, storm's lifted.
Could you speak up? I can hardly hear you.
It's not mobile. It keeps breaking up. Anyhow, reason I'm calling is your ex-missus is up to the cabin.
Which ex-missus?
Oh, real fast. Miss English? Yeah, her car run off the road, and she spent the night here with a man friend. I just want to make sure that was A-okay with you.
Well, we're here at last.
Yeah. Top of the world, Ma. Top of the world.
Pretty rough ride getting here.
That it was. Would you, consider doing it again? Well, there you are. The weary travelers. The weary travelers. Where on earth have you been?
Adam. Hello.
You're looking at me like you've seen a ghost. Should I take that personally?
No, I'm surprised. That's all.
What are you doing here?
Well, I thought I was invited. Am I not still?
No, I mean, how did you get here?
Adam, he gave me a ride in his jet.
Oh, how generous of you.
It was on my way.
To the Arctic Circle?
I have a board meeting on Mount Vincent.
The Board of Snowdrifts?
We were out of our minds with worry.
Well, why?
Oh, the blizzard.
What blizzard? It was just a little snow.
Well, it prevented you from checking into the lodge.
We had visions of you under an avalanche or something.
But here they are. All warm and toasty. Where'd you spend the night?
Tad, it's Liza. Call me as soon as you get this. 555-0011.
Can I take that, please?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Together in a hotel restaurant, not looking over our shoulders. I never thought the day would come. May I join you?
I'm waiting for a colleague.
It's good to see you, too.
He'll be here any minute.
Well, I'll be gone as soon as he shows.
I don't think that this is a good idea.
Why not?
Have you seen the tempo piece? Your image isn't so good. I'd like to protect mine.
Are you playing it safe? This isn't Eliza Colby I know.
Well, maybe you don't know me as well as you think you do.
Or maybe you've grown timid with time.
Who's to blame me? I mean, you have this whole expose. Don't you think you should be lying low for a little while?
No, you see, that would be admitting guilt, and I have nothing to hide. Do you?
Not a thing.
Then why do I sense your discomfort?
Erica's breakdown brought back a series of bad memories for me.
Oh, dear Liza, there is no
What are you
comparison.
doing in Pine Valley?
Are you disappointed?
I'm puzzled. What possessed you to come back to my hometown?
I could ask you the same thing. You know, I remember you swearing you'd never set foot again in this backwater town. So what brought you back to the boondocks?
My job.
There are thousands of local stations.
They rolled out the red carpet.
Was it really worth the hero's welcome? I mean, you've had a lot of bad experiences here.
Everybody loves a winner, Johnny. Success is the ultimate drug. I'm very surprised to see you here, you know. Frankly, it's a bit awkward.
Well, now, you've had the welcoming party and the laurel wreaths and the confetti. Why not move on to other conquests? What's keeping you here now?
Miss Colby?
Yeah.
There's a telephone call from a Tad Martin.
I think the less said about last night, the better.
Why would that be?
Believe me, you don't want to know.
Well, tell me anyway. I'll survive.
Yes, but will I? Is she serious? Is it really something we're not supposed to know about last night?
Should I tell?
It's your call.
Well, would somebody say something? You're making me very nervous.
Well, first of all, Pierce is in no way responsible. I initiated the entire thing.
Well, what happened?
We ransacked your cabin. And, we pillaged your storage bins. There's some cans of stew missing, and so is your port.
Is that all I've lost?
No. There was that wonderful little tin of Russian caviar and some slightly over-the-hill rice cake.
And the sardines and the Greek olives.
I'll sign a full confession. Cuff me?
What's the penalty for petty theft in this state, anyways?
Maybe we'll get a reduced one. Feeling lenient?
Not particularly.
How did you wind up at Adam's cabin?
Our car ran into this snowdrift.
In my backyard. How convenient.
But I mean, how did you find the place? You must be some nature scout because one snowdrift looks like another to me.
Well, I've been around up here a lot.
The cabin was half hers for a time.
Yeah, so I made myself at home last night.
Hmm.
It was either that or Free's death.
Well, you look none the worse for wear.
Such a relief to know you're all right. We were thinking all kinds of horrible thoughts.
Okay, kids. What's the punchline? What did you edit from your survival saga? Why, the less said, the better. What is it we don't want to know?
I know how you dislike trespassers.
Don't be silly. What's mine is yours.
Oh, such largesse. And so typically uncharacteristic of you.
Here's... Look, is there something more?
How's Laura?
What?
You said that Laura was upset about something.
No. I talked her through it.
Just like that?
No, it took most of the night. Look, I'm sorry. It's just my nerves are kind of shot. I was worried sick about you. I'm glad you're all right.
Jan, you know, I think that...
Ah, at last our artist in residence has arrived.
Oh, Pierce, Riley. Pierce, do you remember meeting Lawrence Herkimer?
The shelter auction?
Yeah. Come on. Committee's been waiting since breakfast to meet you.
Excuse me?
Don't mind me.
Tad?
You rang?
It's good to hear your voice.
Well, it's nice to know I still have one.
So, are you schmoozing a lot?
Only 16 hours a day.
I told you those affiliates were going to come running.
Has anybody ever told you you have a definite touch with hype?
I only hype the best.
I've played this game before, Liza. It's called Keep the Talent Happy.
And how am I doing?
9 out of 10.
And what do I have to do to get that extra point?
Handle whatever problem it is by yourself.
What problem?
Isn't that why you called?
No, I just call to keep in touch and keep your energy high. How is your energy?
Great. 100%. 110%.
That's great. It's good to hear. We miss you. Your fan club at home.
Do you often refer to yourself in the plural?
Tad, I just wanted to call to tell you you're deeply appreciated and to take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too.
You have got that look.
What, you recognize me?
Oh, I recognize that lopsided grin. 15 years in this business, I should.
Are we talking about the same thing?
You just dialed a woman, right? Well, we're not just a woman, but the woman. Correct?
Thank you. Well, looks like I've been stood up. What?
I gather your dear mother's not up on your personal life.
And do you confess everything to your mother?
Marion thinks you're unattached. Tell me about Tad Martin.
Oh, and send flowers, too, I bet.
Would you care to sit down?
Are you for real?
Not in your life.
Maybe you should take this to your table.
I'm terribly sorry for any pain I caused you.
Oh, yes. What's a little premature labor between strangers?
Maybe you could take this somewhere else.
I only left the accident site to look for a payphone.
Oh, right, like you don't have a car phone like every other doctor in the universe.
Well, unfortunately, it wasn't my car, but I did check your vital signs and Maria's.
And you didn't notice that I was pregnant?
Excuse me, I have to look for a colleague.
She's young, not stupid, Kinder. Or drugged out like most of your patients.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers about the tempo piece, Mr. Gray.
Yeah, and a lot of dope heads lawyers looking for ammo for a class action suit.
Well, they won't get it from you.
Don't count on it.
You have no facts, only libelous insinuations.
Fine, sue me. Sue the magazine. Sue Kelsey and Maria while you're at it. It'll give you something to do when your patients find out you're a quack.
I have more patience than I can handle, thank you.
In your case, that could be one. Eric is gone. The rest will follow. Come on, Kelsey. You okay?
That was fun. We should do this more often.
You really don't have a problem staying in business?
No, I'm overrun with patients.
You really do get away with just about anything, don't you?
Something I have in common with you.
Are you kidding me? This group would have been on the slope since dawn. But they hung around to meet the hot new muralist.
Muralist to be.
Modest as well as personable. Listen, thank you very much for greeting the committee.
Oh, no, thank you. Personable. That's a first.
Among many. I mean, no.
I know what you mean.
You know, for the record, I don't usually...
Oh, I didn't think so. Not today.
Oh, no, I didn't take it that way.
So far, so good.
Oh, you mean with Janet and Adam?
Without Janet and Adam.
We have to agree.
I mean, what I meant was that we...
Communicate?
Without using words.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I...
What's so funny?
Herkimer called me a muralist.
Well, that is what you came up here to do.
Yeah, but I'm not like Diego Rivera or anything. I mean, I've never painted a mural before in my life.
Yeah, but everything you touched is magic. Whether it's wood or clay or paint, you'll do a wonderful job. I'm sure people will come from all over the world to see it.
She likes my stuff.
She's not the only one.
You must have been miserable last night. I had no idea. It's so cold here.
No.
We built a fire.
So anyway, our hero, he's convinced that there's like a magic number of kisses, right? It might be 2, it might be 10.
Mm-hmm.
When he hits this magic number, he's convinced that the mystery will just evaporate. You know, that'll get the girl out of his system and be able to concentrate on his wife.
Who's the love of his life?
Right.
This story, it's by a woman, right?
Who knows?
Any man with a drop of testosterone in him.
Meaning?
All right. This out-of-your-system thing, I can buy that. But kisses? No, forget it. A man's got to take it all the way. Not 10 times, not twice, just once, that's it. Mystery, zapped, fever gone. Hello, normal life.
So that's it. One quick roll in the hay and it's back to fidelity. That's your theory.
Well, there's theory and there's practice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Spoken like a man with experience.
Well, that's how it is for folks like us in high-profile jobs. Good luck.
Surprised you didn't cough yourself to death.
Excuse me?
My housekeeper's less than scrupulous. The dust tends to pile up between ski trips.
Well, my standards aren't that high.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, no, I meant what I meant.
I'm just kidding.
The loose shutter didn't keep you awake? It was creaking in the wind all night, all that racket. How could you possibly have slept?
Actually, we talked all night.
Well, you must be exhausted. You want to come sit by the fire?
Yeah.
Did you scare them off?
No, actually, we were having a very pleasant conversation.
About what?
Home maintenance. I was lamenting the creaky shutter at the cabin. Pierce said it didn't interfere with his sleep at all.
We were too tired to notice. Actually, I slept like a baby, too.
Genius. I love you. Now, you go right ahead, okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye. Dixie, hi.
Well, you sure are hard to reach. I've been calling this number. I've left messages.
Yeah, honey, I know. I'm sorry. I meant to call you, but 50 things happen at once. And now, unfortunately, I'm late for my third meeting of the day. It's not even lunch yet. I guess I'm just going to have to call you back later.
Look, I know how important you are out there and busy, but this can't wait.
Dixie, it really is bad luck to be late for 3 meetings in one day.
Tad, I have to know the creature, your boss, Liza Colby. What's she up to?
Jason, before I ring the bell, your personal opinion about homosexuals and Michael Delaney in particular have no place in this conversation. Am I clear?
Yes.
And if I need backup, you give it to me with a smile on your face and sincerity in your heart. Am I clear?
Yes, I just don't appreciate
No buts. You do as I say, or you suffer the consequences.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Colby.
Hi. I hope you remember me. I'm Liza Colby. Jason works for me. Can we talk? Are you free?
Am I free? What, you haven't heard? I'm, like, unemployed. So do you want to talk to me about Ms. Colby?
Please call me Liza. And I hope we can make you an offer you can't refuse.
What's Liza done now?
Well, she faxed a memo yesterday. I just noticed it. And on it was a list of possible new topics for shows. One of them being necrophiliacs, sex pits of Bangkok, mothers who maim. And number 4, local angle, gay teachers. And on it was this little personal note. Tad, still working on this one. Buffo potential. Mike Delaney?
Question mark, question mark. Did you hear me?
Dixie, what's the problem?
Using a friend's personal misfortune to exploit him is not a problem?
Michael Delaney is a grown man. He knows what television's about. He can always say no. Look, honey, why don't you just stay away from the fax machine if it's going to upset you so much, okay?
Tad, the machine doesn't upset me. Honey, you do. I mean, Liza is practically swinging an axe at one of our best friends, and that's okay with you?
What do you want me to do? The gay rights issue is good television. Besides, there's a bigger issue at stake here. It's called freedom. People's attitudes aren't going to change unless the message gets out.
Right, change attitudes about necrophilia.
Dixie, I'd much rather go to my meeting without fighting with you, okay?
Tad, Liza doesn't care about gay rights, okay? All she cares about is ratings.
Sorry, Tad. Yeah. Lady over there would like an autograph?
Oh, really? Yeah, sure. Hang on. What's her name?
Lucille Pinkston.
I'll be right with you.
Are you giving somebody an autograph?
Yep. The hell, I guess it just goes with the job. And there we go. Listen, honey, we'll talk about this after I get home, okay?
Oh, gee, I'm so sorry, honey, to be interrupting you while you're working on your Q score. Excuse me.
Look, Dixie, I've explained I'm running late. And whether you like it or not, The Cutting Edge with Tad Martin is a hit. Personally, it ticks me off that you think it's something to be ashamed of.
Are you saying you think I don't understand you?
Don't do this.
Because I know what you're like when you feel misunderstood. I know who you turn to.
But for Pete's sake, Dixie, I'm here by myself.
Right, I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be bringing this up while we're on the phone and you're so busy. Especially with all your fans around. When will you be home?
Tomorrow late.
Fine.
Can I go to my meeting now?
Well, it might be nice if you asked about your kids, considering they miss you.
Okay, Dixie. Have it your way. I'm a pathetic father as well as a lousy husband, and in general, a creep with no morals. Thanks for the pep talk. See you when I get back tomorrow. Yeah, Hilda, it's Tad. Book me on a flight back to the East as soon as possible, okay? Thank you.
Flying home to the little woman?
Nope. At least, not the wife.
Michael, we are behind you 100%. Your private life has no place in the workplace. The school board was wrong pulling you out of that classroom. I mean, discrimination is discrimination, no matter who it's against. And the Cutting Edge with Tad Martin would like to join your fight.
Like you joined the fight for victims' rights, right?
Well, that show veered out of control. I mean, we're not perfect. Our heart was in the right place, though.
Look, I'm sure you leave no stone unturned in your never-ending quest for political correctness, but let's face it. You're in the business to sell advertisers' products, not fight for gay rights.
But the two are far from mutually exclusive. I mean, we are in the business to enliven, to educate, to entertain the American audience while we make a buck for the station and the advertisers. It's called public service.
It's called trash TV.
You know, I'm really surprised you would pin a negative label on something you're about as familiar with as I am gay rights. I mean, we are a young, hip, hard-working show with integrity. We have a mission. We also have millions of viewers, all of whom you can reach out and touch with your message.
What message?
Think globally, act locally. All humans are created equal. I mean, anything you want. We appreciate the position that you're in, and we have research. Jason?
Homophobia and its impact on society, gays in the military, healthcare benefits for same-sex couples.
You actually read these reports?
More hate crimes were committed in 1995, especially against gays, than in any other year, and are expected to rise.
Michael, Jason has something that he'd also like to say to you.
No, I think Jason's already said to me what he has to say.
Jason?
I apologize for my offensive behavior the other day, Mr. Delaney. I was way out of line.
Apology accepted.
I hope you understand the comments. They came from our hot-headed intern, our his and his alone. You can ask your friend Rudy about WRCW. We are an equal opportunity workplace. We welcome everyone, and we'd like to welcome you as a guest on the Cutting Edge. Hello, Dixie. Well, think about it privately and talk to me later.
You move fast. Michael, don't do it. She'll cream you. Say no.
It's sweet of you to be concerned about Michael, Dixie, but his decision is not your call.
No, you're absolutely right, Liza. It's not her decision. It's not your decision. It's not Jason's. It's mine.
Of course it is. But if you let her talk you into it, she'll find some way to sensationalize the whole thing for ratings.
I can handle this, all right?
Real debate about real issues, Dixie, is not sensationalism. It's freedom at work in a democracy.
Debate about necrophilia? Mothers who maim? She's totally full of it.
All right, look, thank you very much for your history lesson, and thank you for your
Good
unsolicited
news?
advice.
Check this. Hey, are we interrupting something?
No, hey, what's up?
The petition.
325 signatures.
Well, we got students and teachers and custodians and lunchroom staff.
Everybody thinks that you got shafted.
Yeah, here, read it. We, the undersigned, respectfully request that the Pine Valley School Board apologize to Mr. Michael Delaney and reinstate him as a teacher immediately.
I personally wanted to go with, yesterday, but Kev made us stick with immediately.
You were a part of this, Kev?
Yeah, 325 of us are, and this is only 2 days of trying.
Well, Michael, that's fantastic. That's grassroots support. Even more reason to publicize your case. Right, Jason?
Well, more people under 18 tend to be a little more tolerant and liberal than others.
Thank you very much for your input, Jason. As for you guys, how about a burger and a milkshake on me? Okay, but you got to promise me that you're going to go home and do your homework and not collect any more of those signatures, all right?
Okay, it's a deal. I'm starving.
Excellent.
Yeah, me too.
Call me later, okay? Stop by. And as for you, think about your proposition. Come on.
Jason, would you please go into the kitchen and call Iris and tell her we'll be in shortly? Say goodbye to Dixie.
Bye, Dixie.
Goodbye. You've certainly got him wrapped around your little finger.
Does it bother you?
You bother me.
Oh. Is this bad mood because you haven't kissed and made up with your husband? Did I say something that might have struck you the wrong way? I mean, have you talked to him? Have you resolved your domestic unrest?
You know, Liza, there are some people that you'd really... Oh, you'd like to sit down with, really let your hair down with and talk to. But you're not one of them.
Oh, things are still rocky. That's really too bad.
Have a terrible day.
Dixie's gone?
Yeah. Call Iris back. Tell her that I'm not going to be in for a couple of days.
You're leaving?
Yeah, cancel my appointment.
Well, where are you going?
I will be gone the rest of the day and tomorrow, and I will check in with you later.
You're practically letting life run your life. What's your problem?
It's just a job, Dixie. Listen, I have some bad news.
It's your job to be her toady. I see. How could you stand her? Sorry. What's the bad news?
It's about her. Miss Colby. When is Tad due back?
Tomorrow. Why?
I thought so. Ms. Colby made me cancel all of her plans for today and tomorrow. And she left town, but she wouldn't say where she was going. 3 guesses, and the first 2 don't count.
Who's there?
Tad the Ripper.